in medical school, you understand that there are different grades of results. We have shoe size, that's sizes like 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. You understand? That's shoe size score. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Teniola. If you are new here, welcome. I film about medical school, lifestyle, and every other good thing that comes within. Make sure you don't leave until you subscribe, until you like this video, until you share, and make sure you stay tuned. I'm not going to be wasting anybody's time today. I myself, I don't even have time, but I'm just going to be sharing a few interesting tips with you guys. I'm going to be sharing some mistakes that you should not make in medical school, or mistakes you shouldn't make as a medical student, especially in a Nigerian university. As much as possible, I'm going to make sure that I try to share live examples. You all know, if you're a follower, my perpetual follower. Does that make sense? If you are my follower on this channel, you understand that I'm a 400 level student of Bowen University Teaching Hospital. So I'm going to be sharing some mistakes that I made as a preclinical student that I honestly wouldn't want to make as a clinical student, because I've learned my lesson the easy way and the hard way. So I'm just going to dive right into the video, not to waste much of our time. So the first thing I'm going to be mentioning is that you shouldn't pile up your work. Piling up your work, oh my god, guys, I cannot overemphasize this. So piling up your work is going to make life difficult for you. Honestly, it's like my dad will always say, you need to study like you eat every day, like you have your bath every day, like you press your phone every day. You need to study every day. Well, at first I used to think like it was being extra, but for me, I would not say reading every day. Like, I'm just going to emphasize on the fact that you need to have a strategy to plan your reading, such that it is not towards exam time that you are just reading. It's a lot, but it's not as difficult as when you now leave all your reading to exam time. It is so difficult. It is going to be difficult for you to, so you just be cramming. You not really understand what you're doing. You guys get what I'm saying? Let me not really waste much time on that point, because if you pile up your work, guys, I'm not even joking, if you pile up your work, you're gonna be like the real fool. You're gonna be like the real idiot when you don't pass. So I'm trying to emphasize on consistency. Like, you have to be consistent. The next point I'm going to be talking about is being alone in your studying. Being alone in your studying is another mistake you can make as a medical student. Like, it's not really necessary, you understand? So the thing is, when you're coming from secondary school, you study on your own, you pass 100 level, maybe you could still work, you study alone, you pass. Guys, you can't do that in medical school. You can't work alone. You need people. There are so many things you won't cover. At the end of the day, working alone won't really pay you in medical school. You need at least a friend or two friends to discuss what you are studying with. How do you know that what you are reading is the correct thing? You understand? You need friends to study with. You need friends to know tutorials. I had an exam in 200 level. It's called comprehensive exam, where it's like a promotion exam from 200 level to 300 level. I was not reading with anybody. I was reading alone. As per I passed 100 level now. I read alone. I didn't really read with people like that. I made my first class in 100 level. So why can't I pass again in 200 level? You understand what I'm saying? So that exam, I was studying alone. So I was on exam morning, my friends were discussing something, like we're in the room, we're dressing, and my friends were talking about something, erythroblastosis fetalis. I'm like, I didn't read it though. They mentioned something else again. I'm like, I've not read this one either. And it's not as if I've not read it before. I know, and those are very prominent things that they ask for. I honestly didn't remember at that point that I had not covered that part. I had to tune into the fact that as they were saying it, I'm like, please tell me, I beg. Tell me, I beg. I mean, it was a life-changing experience for me, because when I got to the exam, I kid you not, almost all the things we talked about that morning was in our theory parts of the exam. So like I just poured down everything that we said. Like I just poured this, like I don't have to think, like I just poured. You guys understand what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to say that if I probably that morning, that exam morning, I just sharply dressed up and maybe quickly ran somewhere to go and maybe study on my own. What I studied did not come out, and that's how I'll go and back down in the exam, you guys. And since then, there hasn't been any regrets in courses, end of postings, even promotion exam, MB and stuff. Like studying with people will always even boost your morale as medical students to study. Like this person is moving stuff that you don't know, you have to go back and check it. This person moving stuff that you don't understand, person will explain to you. My MB exam, the renal part wasn't so easy for me. There were so many topics that you had to like the technicality of the topics were not, and it's sure that it is going to come out. So you understand what I'm trying to say? And so if you guys have seen my MB vlog, I'm going to link it here. You notice that I had a reading group. So it was in that reading group that so many people taught me different things. So it was Mo that taught us that particular topic. Like she legit taught me, and the way I wrote it down in the exam, like where she told me therefore, I put therefore. Where she told me, so you will say, I put it in the paper, so you will say. So it's possible my lecturer even found out that this girl was taught. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure like you move the stuff right. But I'm just trying to say that me reading on my own, there's no way I would have gotten it that good. I probably wouldn't even get it at all. And it is going to slow down my reading. So I wouldn't want you to make the mistake of trying to be alone, trying to read alone, try to do everything alone in medical school. I know there are some people that might not really do well with like studying with people. Some people assimilate better on their own. Fine, if that works for you, that's fine. But for someone like me, it doesn't work well for me. Like I might spend 3 hours reading a particular slide, and by the time I read with somebody else, I might just spend an hour and 30 minutes, and then I have extra time to cover other topics, if you guys understand what I'm saying. And you can just read alone and then revise with your friends. You understand what I'm saying? Or maybe just study with people, sha. That's the cocoa of the matter that I'm trying to say. Because if you want to be forming boss, like you got the knowledge, you got the wisdom, you got the understanding, you're gonna get the failure. So even apart from like maybe your friends teaching you and you're able to pass and ace your exams, there is also a part of you retaining the knowledge and understanding what is going on. You get sometimes when your friends explain things to you, they use their own words, and then if they use relatable examples. Like it's like when I have to like teach somebody something, I'm very dramatic, so I'm going to use all the strength in me to like dramatize and make it, that drama will probably stick. It makes the knowledge stick more. The next mistake I wouldn't want you to make as a medical student is not having time to do other important things for your life, right? Note, I said important. Medicine is a demanding course, right? So there is a notion of, oh, when you're doing medicine, you don't have time for anything else. You gotta go to school, gotta go to class, gotta read your book. Your life is a triangle. You hear our consultants and all of them telling us things like, all these agbalagba people that have gone before us. They come telling you things like, oh, when I was a medical student, my life was a triangle. I moved from chapel to the class, from class to the hostel, chapel to class, class to the hostel. You at the end of the day, like, it's not really worth it. So you won't know how to do any other thing. You won't have time to do things that you really want to do because you are studying medicine. And how much are they even paying? Please, let's not even talk about that. So I'm just saying that if the only thing you can do as an individual, like if that's the only gift that God has given you, you do it. Put all your power and might and do it. Because in the Bible, God gave the parable of the talents, if I'm not mistaken, like this parable of the talents, I think they gave 1 5, they gave 1 2, and another one, the last one was given the 1, I don't know, 1 2 and 5. So at the end of the day, everybody is not given the same capacity. So if you know that your own capacity, the only thing that is there is medical school. Go to your medical school, study well, and finish well. You can even collect best graduating students. That's very nice. But if you are the person that was given 2 talents like me, use it for yourself and just try to like strike a balance between your school work and those other things that you can do. And if you have 5 talents, like you can do plenty things, you know how you will do it, that one will not affect the other. Personally, like I said earlier, I have to like juggle medical school with vlogging, like my YouTube stuff. YouTube on its own, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. It is demanding making videos, editing them. Like I've had theater throughout the day, and after theater we had to go to class. So after class I just rushed back. I'm like, before I pull off my clothes, let me just sharply film this video, of which I've not had time to film all this while. After I finish filming, I'm going to have to get back to class because we have another class by 6, and after that class by 6 we have another online class by 8. So like it's not really easy at the end of the day. Looking for content on its own self, it is another work. After I make the video, edit it, you have to create a thumbnail. You have to create a description, a video description, tags. Guys, it is extra work. That is what some people do for a living. Like they are just YouTubers. Guys, they actually just took light. I'm coming. Sorry for the break in transmission, guys. This is Nigeria and a lot of things happen. Like NEPA disappointing you. If you know, you know. So I had to sharply switch to my artificial light so we can continue this video. I'm really sweating like a goat. As I was saying, I have to know how to balance medical school with YouTube. When I see that YouTube is already taking too much of my time, too much of my energy, and I try to like stop it for a while, go back, and you understand, when exams are approaching, if I have not been so diligent enough to like film ahead and edit ahead so that I'll have what to upload during exam periods, I don't upload anything at all. Like 2 weeks to exam, a week to exam, during exams I don't, because I wouldn't have time to like, you know, level up. You guys understand what I'm saying? I like pencil art and I love it so much. Like that's like my, apart from YouTube, like that's like my safe space. Apart from like talking to camera or talking like that, it is just like how I clear my head. I just like to draw things and like that. So at some point in my life I thought that I'll start using pencil art to probably make money, and I already planned safe that as I was going to come to clinical, that I'm going to like face my artwork, face my YouTube, face superwoman, you understand? But well, it's not working out, so like I had to drop pencil art to focus on YouTube. That's just how it is working for me at the moment. I don't know about you, but I'm just trying to say that you shouldn't allow like medical school to just take all your time, that you don't have time to like invest in your talents, invest in your skills, or invest in your interests, like things that you love to do. Some people love to sing. Because they are reading their book, they can't sing. Open your mouth and sing. Like even when I started YouTube, like at first, like if my friends remember, I remember telling them that they should please not allow my mother to find out, because I don't feel like she was going to kill me. Like, is this what you want to be doing in your life now? Is this what you want I want to be talking to camera, putting yourself in front of the whole wide world? You understand? You know how dramatic African parents can be. But eventually when my mom found out, like she didn't, I don't know, let me just say I was surprised that she just, I don't know, maybe she just came across my channel through somebody shared the link and stuff, and she just sent me a screenshot, meaning that she has already gotten here, she has already seen me, she has seen what I'm doing and stuff. And like when she saw that, like it's not a small work and it's not like I'm wasting away. And when she also started seeing that, like by God's grace, like opportunities started coming, I started like hosting events, online events, physical events and stuff, getting payments. I'm telling her that okay, this is what they are paying me for this job and stuff like that. And even the last time I went to the radio to anchor a program, and I sent her a video, and she was so happy, she was so impressed, and she was so proud. I mean, I thought she was going to kill me for it. So there will not be issue if now that's another I'm hosting events, I not podcast or I not see the procedures that they are doing in school and making that like this and making my academics like this. That's where everything is scattered. Some people like to party. Me, I like to party. Well, there's a way you will use your head and you not allow party to be interrupting your book. But there's a way you will also do that. You will not allow book to kill you. You will not now go to party. You understand what I'm saying? So there has to be like a balance between like your social life, your interests, and medical school. Don't just allow medical school. You not just leave medical school like that. What thing you can't gain? Like, I mean, recreation, resting, going to swim, relaxation and stuff. Just having a weekend out won't kill you, and it's not like maybe you now turn into an habitual stuff, or it won't kill you. It will actually help you to like rejuvenate and refresh and come back stronger, take a break and stuff. Don't allow medical school to kill you. If anybody should die today, medicine will continue today. In fact, the next minute medicine will continue. Do you understand? So just find a way to like take care of your body, soul, and spirit. If you like to do this to refresh yourself, you like yoga, you like sports, you like to play ball too, You understand? Do it if you have to do it. And when you have to study, make sure that you study. My parents have always known that I've always loved art. So when I wanted to start making it like a career path, like, you understand, side also and stuff, so my parents got involved. So my daddy didn't like the idea of me studying medicine, and at the same time he saw it as being a distraction. Like, why would a medical doctor be drawing? You understand? I don't really blame him for that. That's, you understand, their generation. That's just what they feel about it, whatever. So eventually, it was a time I failed one of my courses in I think 200 level. Got to me, and it was now really blaming it on the fact that I was drawing and stuff. I'm like, drawing is not even the reason for this kind of failure. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I just gave the example to make you understand that you cannot allow what you are doing by the side to really disturb like your academic work, because at the end of the day, like, it won't really make sense. Well, it might be worth it because some things will actually make you more money than the medicine that you're doing, but for the sake of your parents are spending on you, no one likes to like scatter your studies. You understand? Come and say that it's me that gave you bad advice that your parents are praying against. Okay, don't make the mistake of comparing yourself to others. Guys, this is a key point. Don't ever make the mistake of comparing yourself to others. Okay, when I say comparing yourself to others, there are like two sides to it. Don't think that this person is better than you. Okay, some people could be better than you. Like, let's just say the truth. Everybody, see, fingers are not equal. Everybody is not equal. Let's just say the truth. But like, I'm just saying that don't allow this person to be the reason you look down on yourself. That is the first side. And the second side is that don't allow this person be the reason you are not doing what you're supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, some people are night readers. Some people like to maximize their day and read very well. So because during the day you see that this person is playing, you now say, oh, let me be an accessory to the play. You now go and join person and be playing, and the person reads at night. You don't read at night. 10 o'clock like this, your brain, your system, everything is already sleeping. Your eyes cannot open like this. You understand? So like, that person, you shouldn't see somebody and you shouldn't make some, how would I say this thing? That person shouldn't be the reason. You shouldn't compare yourself to other people. That this person reads soft copy doesn't mean that you can read soft copy. That this person reads hard copy doesn't mean you can't read it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? So there are like two sides to it, comparing yourselves to others. So don't let anybody come and be telling you, see, let me just tell you something. When result comes out, you will see people will pass and people will fail. That's what we've passed before and we failed before. Do you understand what I'm saying? So everybody's reading. At the end of the day, don't come and be doing, let nobody come and be lying to you that, oh, you've called your friend, the person says, have you finished reading? No, I've not finished. You say, lie, the person has finished reading, the person has finished syllabus and is probably already going online, going to the internet to go and search for nice questions that could be asked, and you've not even covered slides, you understand what I'm saying? So don't allow anybody to deceive. Don't allow yourself to be deceived. Don't be follow. Don't be everybody is going to party at so time. The person that went to that party now has probably read during the day. The person has probably finished everything the person plans to read during the day. Person has covered the slides that is supposed to cover during the day. You did not do anything. You probably slept during the day because your own daytime is to sleep and your nighttime is to read. But that person's nighttime is to party. You follow them to go and party. I'm not saying when it happens once, you will not continue to fail. No. Like, I'm just saying, like, if it's like an habitual thing, so every time you'll be following the person for party, you'll be missing your own nighttime to study. When you come back, you're tired, fagged out and stuff. So it's only your head like this that came to this world like this. So it's only your head that is going to go. You understand? And it's only your head that is in medical school. As much as like you have to like work with others, you have to stay consistent. Make sure that you are not dulling yourself because of somebody. This person used to move stuff and everything. So you now go and carry an encyclopedia and start reading things that you're not supposed to, things that are not relevant to what this thing, and leaving the basic stuff because you heard that person speaking big grammar, speaking mad medical terms in the clinic and stuff. But I'm just saying, it's just my point of view. At the end of the day, your life is personal to you. It's only you that your parents pay school fees for, and it's only you that they are sent to school to become a doctor. You understand? Yeah, the only one that will be called doctor, like Dr. Abayomi Miracle. It's not going to be doctors Abayomi Miracle. It's only you. So just try to like know how you reason your life. Don't compare yourself to others. At the end of the day, everybody's reading. At the end of the day, everybody is doing what they are supposed to do to help them pass. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't let anybody make you feel less of yourself, and don't be doing follow. That's just what I mean. Always stay motivated, right? Don't ever make the mistake of letting your results make you feel bad. If you are in medical school, you understand that there are different grades of results. We have shoe size, that's sizes like 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. You understand? That's shoe size score. And we have, age, because like you can be 12, you can be 15, you understand? You can be 20, you understand? And we have 50, let my people go. We have different ranges of scores. Just make sure that in all these things you stay motivated. Like, don't allow your results to determine who you are. I'm not saying you should not be failing. You should not be failing. I'm saying don't allow your results to tell me who you are. I mean, I'm a medical student as well, and I can totally relate. But because sometimes it's like you read a lot, you do everything you're supposed to do. You go online, solve for questions, you talk to seniors, you go attend to tutorials. Yeah, you understand, like you're on point in the things you're supposed to do. You write well in the exam, and you come out, you score a very sexy 55%, or you score a very sexy 48%, and you're like, all my effort, like all my reading and stuff, why is the score not that? See, it will come to a point like this. After I write this end of posting, you write this in course, write this in course. First in course, score 50, next one 55, next one maybe 60. You understand? You will get used to writing the exam every time. So just make sure that you stay motivated. Don't allow your results to determine who you see yourself to be, right? Don't say because you have failed this particular end of posting, you won't pass the next one. Because like my first end of posting, I failed. I had 23%. That was general principles physiology. I had 23%. I started feeling bad that not me again, you understand? But eventually I just had to, like, by the time I wrote like subsequent in courses, and I was having like reasonable scores, not high scores like that, but like not low scores as well, you understand? I realized that, and then I tried to like sit down to understand what really happened in that course. I realized that what happened was that I didn't read a particular part, and that was the part that had the bulk of the mark, you understand? So other parts were just like small, and I didn't even now still finish. Even the one that I said I know safe, I did not still finish. And then there was a part of miscommunication from seniors saying that for a long answer question you must write 12 pages, for a short answer question you must write 6 pages, and me, for that question, like that 12 pages question like this, now 20 marks, I only saw 3 lines to write. If I did that 3 lines was all that was in my brain, you know, I would have moved on. I don't move on. I did there. I was thinking about what I was going to write too. You understand? Make me get to the 12th page, and like that time went. The ones are now like really new that I could write so much on. There was no time for me to complete. So, long story short, I had 23%. So I tried not to allow that to determine what I will score in the next in course. So I had to like put in my best, like to cover up everything. So like I don't have a part that I know read that will now come out. You understand? Like, don't even allow lecturers or consultants or anybody make you feel bad about yourself. Sometimes they've called us stuff less, sometimes they call us olodo. But if you now start looking down on yourself and saying that, oh, are you really dumb? Are you really, some people, words get to them. So if you just insult them like, you're very senseless, you cannot think and all those kind of things, they will really be thinking about it. Maybe they can't think. Why they have some of us that from that that kingdom come, they just stuff like say thank you, sir. You can't think, sir, it's whatever I say that it is, sir. I can't argue with you, sir. It's whatever I say, sir. So you don't just allow words and things like that get to you. Don't allow that to be your assessment. Just make sure that you're putting in the work and you're doing what you're supposed to do at the right time. It's possible that as they ask you that question at that moment, nothing's coming to your brain. And they'll say you are something hypostophilia or something. What have they not said to us? What have they not? Oh, which insult have they not? Oh, stop it. Don't allow things like that get to you. Honestly, it's not what you just be sad every day. Word round, you be sad. Clinic, you be sad. Patients will even say, doctor, you don't know what you're doing. You say, you be sad. Unnecessary sadness. Some sadness is necessary. Why we have some that are not really necessary, that you don't need to like capitalize on. You understand what I'm trying to say? So in all these things, I hope that I've been able to like make my points clear. Make sure you stay consistent, make sure you stay motivated, make sure you don't allow medical school to finish you, to eat you up. Make sure you have time to do other things that you love, other things that will make you feel whole as a human being, you understand? You don't be acting like a psychopath. Make sure you are not working alone. Make sure you are not studying alone. Make sure you are studying with people. Make sure when you are hearing that, oh, this is what the lecturer said might come out, make sure you sharply find a way to like revise it and stuff. Like don't be laid back. Move with as people are moving, you understand? Don't allow your results to really determine who you are. Try not to compare yourself to others. Don't allow anybody make you feel less of yourself. Don't allow yourself to be used at the same time, you understand? So in all these things, you won't work without God. It honestly will not work without God. I know many people don't like see me as a very spiritual person, but you guys, true to God, there is a God factor in everything that you do. Me as a person, I can't like do anything without God. To the least thing, I have to consult God. Like before I started filming this video, I prayed, like, God, take absolute control of this filming and stuff. And I know that before I upload it, I'll pray, God, as this video is going out, let me know tag bands for it. You understand? So there is a God factor in everything we do. If you watch my MB vlog, you must have seen me one time that I was about to go for Bible. I was on my knees reciting Psalm 121. When you want to read, I know of a friend that said that he didn't have time to read for one of our courses in preclinicals and PNS in courses. He said he didn't have time to read, and the part that he now read, that when he wanted to now start reading, that he just prayed, I would let God just direct him. So God directed him, and that's what came out. So in all these things now, some people will see vision, some people will dream dreams, some people will see nothing. Me, I see nothing. So in all these things, there's a God factor. You don't know who God will use for you. The bulkiest part of our physiology, CNS and special senses, there was a whole lot to read. My friend was just talking to me one day. She was just telling me that she has a feeling that hypothalamus will come out. She has a feeling that this one will come out, that one will come out. I'm like, I beg, they talk more, because as I am, like, I know they dream, I know they see vision. Me, that I don't used to see anything time I dream now. Oh my goodness. So it might be you that God wants to use for me. And like, I kid you not, hypothalamus came out, like about 2 other things that she mentioned also came out. So you don't really know who God will use for you, and you don't really know how God is working for you. Just make sure that God is like at the center of everything. Not that you now go and preach away and forget your academics. No, you make sure like you try to like balance everything that in such a way that everything will make sense. So I hope that with this point, I've been able to motivate somebody out there, maybe somebody that is just about to start off, or somebody that is already in medical school, that's already stuck in the trenches. You understand what I'm saying? Or somebody that is about to finish. This might be a turning point. And for myself as well. So guys, make sure you don't leave this video until you like it. Like, there's a way liking helps the channel too, you understand, to accelerate. So please do that for me. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to share to your loved ones, your friends and folks in medical kingdom. Make sure to drop your comments, your life experiences, and make sure to check out my other videos. I'm going to try to link some after this video. I'm going to try to put some above. Make sure you go through my channel and make sure you subscribe. And when you subscribe, do not hesitate to turn on your notification bell. I really hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of this, make sure to mention in the comment section, so I would Holy Spirit to bring inspiration of what to give you guys. All right guys, I think it's time for me to leave. Bye.